Faithful Niner Empire. What's good? You know who it is. It's your boy, Jay in the Bay. 49ers got to fly down the good old. Let's try that again, faithful. The 49ers have one more game until the bye week. And how fitting is it that we play a division rival in the Arizona Cardinals in their home stadium? And not to mention, the Arizona Cardinals, they're undefeated. They're a pretty good team. But you know what time it is, faithful. It's time to pontificate. Faithful, you guys have been wanting this for a very long time. Everyone's been saying, hey, Trey Lance is much better than Jimmy G. You know, just put Trey Lance in there. He's very dynamic in the pocket. He can bring more to the quarterback position than Jimmy G. He actually throws the ball deep. This is what everyone's been saying. Well, now we have our chance to see Trey Lance up and close. Trey Lance will get his first start against the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona. I can't wait to see it. Unfortunately, it's due to injury, though. Jimmy G is out for this game due to a calf injury. But we're all excited to see Trey Lance, what he can bring to the quarterback position. And we know he is the future franchise quarterback. Hell, maybe he will start the rest of the games this year. We'll see what comes to fruition. But let's get into that matchup. So the Arizona Cardinals, they're definitely a different team than last year. Last year, they started off the first 4 games, 2 wins and 2 losses. And now this year, they're undefeated. I think what's propelling them to be one of the better teams in the NFC is their offense. They rank top 4 in a lot of the major categories in offense, such as total yards, passing yards, rushing yards, and points scored. They're all top 5 in all those categories. And, you know, they're led by, of course, the man under center, number 1, Kyler Murray. And they have a plethora of weapons on the offensive side of the ball. We know about D-Hop. They have a young rookie receiver. I believe his last name is Moore. They also have A.J. Green. He's provided another playmaker opposite of DeAndre Hopkins. They still got Christian Kirk, the speedster who usually plays in the slot. And they do, as I mentioned, they have the number 1 running game in the NFL. Of course, when you have a mobile quarterback in Kyler Murray, that definitely helps. But then they also have a dual running back threat with Edmonds and Connor. And Connor came over from the Pittsburgh Steelers. But the Cardinals got a good run game. They can run the ball down your throat. They can pass the ball. And the 49ers defense will definitely have our hands full. Oh, not to mention, they also have a Pro Bowl center in Rodney Hudson, who they traded with the Las Vegas Raiders last year. He's been performing excellent as well. The Cardinals defense has been playing solid. I would say, you know, of course, they have Budda Baker. He's a beast at the safety position. Byron Murphy is an up-and-coming corner who's pretty well. And, of course, they have Chandler Jones, they have J.J. Watt, and they have 2 young athletic linebackers who can run with the best of them. The Cardinals' defense definitely has improved. The general manager has done a great job in adding talent to that area because that's definitely been an area of need for the Cardinals. And we'll see what they do against the 49ers offense. Now, the Cardinals do have some injuries heading into this game. Unfortunately, one of their better corners, Byron Murphy Jr., he's out for the game. Also, offensive lineman Justin Murray is out for the game. Now, questionable is offensive tackle Kevin Beachum. Running back Chase Edmonds, he is a game-time decision. He would be a big loss if he's not able to play. Eno Benjamin is questionable. Cornerback Marco Wilson, cornerback Antonio Hamilton, and tight end Max Williams. Those players are questionable to play. And if they aren't able to go, the Cardinals will be at a disadvantage, I believe. And unfortunately, this game is all about attrition. And as 49ers fans, we know all too well about injuries. For the 49ers to win this game, I think the number 1 thing we have to do is we have to run the ball. That is one thing that the Cardinals defense does not do well against. They don't defend the run very well. They are bottom 5 in rushing yards allowed on defense. And, of course, the 49ers need to run the ball. This is what Shanahan wants to do. Fortunately, Elijah Mitchell is scheduled to play this game. It'll definitely be great to have him back. Trey Sermon looked pretty good in the game against the Seattle Seahawks. And we're definitely going to continue to run the ball. We have to limit the turnovers and penalties. They've just really hurt us the last few games, especially last game. You know, you had the Tanner Connor kickoff return fumble, Jimmy G INT. We can't continue to beat ourselves and give the other team opportunities to score, or extra opportunities to score, with turnovers and also with penalties. We have to play more disciplined football, and we got to win up front. Offensive line, we have to be able to create holes for the running game. We have to be able to allow Trey Lance to have time in the pocket to throw. And I think we do have an advantage with our offensive line versus their defensive line, and vice versa. We're also going to have to be able to get pressure on Kyler, maybe put a spy on Kyler. I saw a stat about Kyler Murray that he has the highest rated QBR, or the highest rated quarterback rating, when he is blitzed or pressured. So even though if you're able to get after him, you're able to send pressure, it seems like he does a great job in finding the open receiver. So D'Amico Ryans would definitely have his hands full and coming up with a scheme to slow down Kyler Murray. As I mentioned before, Jimmy G is out of this game due to the calf injury. Unfortunately, George Kittle is doubtful to play. That's definitely unfortunate. Ross Dwelley played well last week. He had a touchdown catch, but this team will not be the same if George Kittle is not in there. But hopefully Ross Dwelley and Charlie Warner can, pick up the slack. There are other injuries. Samson E. Bucum, he is questionable. And Javon Kinlaw is questionable with the knee, but he's played the last few weeks. And those are the bulk of the injuries. Now, Josh Norman is expected to play. So your starting corners will be Josh Norman, Emmanuel Mosley. I think that's a good, solid bunch. And I think the 49ers can win this game. If we do those three things I mentioned, we run the ball effectively, and we play disciplined football, no turnovers, no penalties. And then if we are able to slow down Kyler Murray and the running game, I think we'll definitely compete in this game, and I think the 49ers will win this game. It's going to be a high-scoring game. I have the 49ers winning 34-31. And faithful Niner Empire, let me know what you think about my prediction, and leave your prediction in them comments. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Go Niners.